Have you ever wondered how a big tree knows to grow out to be so pretty, or a mountain to stand so majestically, or the trillions of cells in our body know how to make different parts of us in various shapes?
It does boggle my mind. I do want to know because it's my body and my world. Having some understanding may help me take better care of them.
It turns out nature uses a very simple method. So simple, it's almost like a trick. It starts out with the simplest of shapes, like a twig with one branch or one leaf on it, and keeps repeating itself over and over. And the product will turn out perfectly beautiful and looks complex like a tree.
Yesterday, when I drew the pictures of stars out of stars repeatedly, it did end up looking like a bouquet of flowers. So is growth in nature based on that kind of self-same repetitions?
Indeed it is. Building a mountain range or a body part, for example, follows the same pattern. Moa, you are good in seeing patterns in relationships.
I remember now. I watched a special feature at the end of a Pixar movie DVD. They started out with a small heap of rocks and CGI'd that into a magnificent mountainous landscape. They used a computer to keep repeating some math formula.
The formula is the Mandelbrot set for fractals, which won the Nobel Prize. That technology is now commonplace and indispensable in movie making today. Even in reality, if you closely examine the microscopic bumps on a grain of sand on a beach, you'll find the whole shoreline looking just like that on an aerial view.
So, starting out with something small and simple and repeating the same self-similar way is how nature builds big and complex things.
The power of intelligent repetition is indeed formidable. It turns out, not all great athletes, artists, scientists, even high-tech moguls are born geniuses. Most of them have had at least 10,000 hours of focused practice of their crafts under the belt.
So that's why in this program, we advocate taking healthy little baby steps, but we must keep repeating them in order to get from a grain of sand to becoming a shoreline.
And little kinks and a few missteps along the way give rise to variations, kind of perfect in their own unique and natural ways. So everything doesn't just look like computerized patterns.
That certainly takes a lot of pressure off, although we must be mindful not to keep repeating bad habits endlessly. Otherwise, we might end up as a sand trap rather than a beautiful beach.
Moa, you really have a gift for seeing clear patterns and what's really important.
Thanks, and let's sum up the week tomorrow.
Good night.